She'd been called ugly her whole life, not behind her back. To her face, by neighbors, classmates, even strangers who'd look at her and ask her mother, "Is this a boy?" Her name is Ju-kyung, and from the moment she could understand what people were saying about her, she understood one thing: she wasn't enough. Her mother would promise her, "You'll become beautiful when you grow up." But children aren't patient, and cruelty doesn't wait. The day she went to school in a Cinderella dress, her classmates called her a monster. Something broke in her that day, the part that still believed she could fit in. Years pass, high school, new faces, same story. Ju-kyung tries to make friends. No one's interested. A group of mean girls turns her into their personal errand runner. And then there's a boy in the cafeteria, the first one she's ever felt anything for. She saves up her courage, gets him a gift, and confesses. He throws the gift on the ground. "First, go look at your face in the mirror. You're so ugly." The mean girls have been recording the whole thing. When Ju-kyung breaks down, "Why do you hate me? What have I ever done to you?" They're already uploading it. The video spreads. The entire school sees it. And that night, Ju-kyung stands on a rooftop, looking down. She doesn't jump. A boy rushes to her side and grabs her hand. In the struggle, her glasses fall, and without them, everything is blurry. She can barely make out his face. He says, "What is so unbearable that you're ready to end your life? If you can't think of yourself, at least think of your family." Then he walks toward the elevator, finds it broken, and takes the stairs. Ju-kyung stumbles after him, half blind, pleading for help. She trips. He carries her down on his back. "Thank you, sir, for helping me," she whispers. "Call me sir one more time and I'm leaving you here." He puts her in a taxi. She never sees his face clearly. At home, Ju-kyung watches her mother cry after a fight with her father. Through her own tears, she begs, "Mom, get plastic surgery for my face. Everything will be fine if you do." Her mother scolds her, but something has already shifted. She pulls up makeup tutorials on her phone. The next day at school, she shows up with a clumsy first attempt, foundation caked, liner crooked. The students laugh harder than before. Even her mother recoils. "Transfer me. I can't go back. I've become the biggest joke." Her mother agrees. New house, new school, fresh start. Ju-kyung dances with happiness. What follows is weeks of obsessive practice, failed attempts, wasted product, mirrors, and tears, but she refuses to stop. By the time she walks through the gates of her new school, she's unrecognizable. Flawless skin, perfect lining. The girl who was called a monster has become, to every eye that lands on her, a goddess. Students stare. Someone whispers, "How can she be this beautiful?" For the first time, Ju-kyung believes it might actually be true. Her first morning there, the teacher is expecting a high-achieving transfer student. A boy walks in instead. Top grades, cold expression, perfect face. His name is Lee Soo-ho. Ju-kyung has never seen anyone so handsome in her life. The teacher asks Soo-ho to escort her to class. She follows behind, distracted, and walks into him. Her makeup smudges onto his uniform. Soo-ho looks down at the stain. His jaw tightens. "Clean it." In class, everyone welcomes Ju-kyung warmly except Soo-ho, who doesn't even look up. Two girls introduce themselves, Soo-ah, who only befriends beautiful people, and Soo-jin, who is beautiful herself and genuinely warm. For the first time, Ju-kyung has friends. She tries to clean Soo-ho's uniform. The makeup is waterproof. It won't budge. Forget it. Throw it away. He leaves without another word. That evening, she goes to dinner with her new friends. She takes a group photo. She can't believe any of it is real. But her younger brother almost ruins everything before it starts. He sneaks a photo of her without makeup and threatens to send it to her new friends unless she gets him a specific comic book. Reluctantly, she goes. At the comic shop, she reaches for the last copy, and another hand grabs it first. Soo-ho. They scuffle. They both fall. Their eyes meet for one frozen second. Ju-kyung's heart stops. Does he recognize me? Soo-ho is thinking something different. Is this the same girl from the rooftop? Neither says anything. But the shopkeeper, who's known Ju-kyung since childhood, casually mentions her name to Soo-ho after she leaves. Later that same day, a motorbike skids in front of her. The rider goes down. She rushes over. He removes his helmet, strikingly handsome, slightly dangerous, Han Seo-jun. He's immediately chased off by a group of boys. In his hurry, he shoves his helmet into Ju-kyung's hands and disappears. She's left standing there with no idea what just happened. Back at school, Suho and Seo-jun's history is impossible to ignore. Everyone knows they used to be close. Now they can't be in the same room without the air going cold. Ju-kyung, convinced Suho has figured out her secret, keeps making strange little peace offerings. Suho grows increasingly irritated and finally corners her. "Do you like me?" She denies it. "Then why are you acting like we've known each other for years? Stop bothering me." He leaves, and Ju-kyung, massive relief, realizes if he said that, he truly doesn't know. Back at the comic shop, fate won't leave them alone. Ju-kyung slips, falls directly into Suho's arms. He smirks. "You have a habit of falling into me." She panics. Does he know? "Please don't tell anyone my secret," she blurts. They're both thinking about completely different secrets. She means her bare face. He thinks she means the rooftop. And somehow, in that mutual misunderstanding, they end up talking. Really talking. Horror comics. Favorite reads. His birthday. He places her childhood sticker on his lamp that night. It's the beginning of something, even if neither of them will admit it. Suho's home life is its own wound. His father, a famous actor, disappeared for 7 years and has now come back. Suho won't let him in. At wrestling practice, his father shows up uninvited. "You shouldn't have come." "Tomorrow's your birthday. Can we have dinner together?" Suho walks away. His mother is dead, and somewhere in the chain of events that led there, his father is part of the story. The moment that officially entangles all three of them comes at a birthday party. Someone smears cake across Ju-kyung's face. She can't wipe it off. One smear and her makeup comes off, and everyone will see. She's trapped, about to break, when a jacket is thrown over her face and she's pulled free. She makes it to the restroom, fixes herself, comes out to thank her rescuer. It isn't Suho. It's Seo-jun. "Why haven't you returned my helmet?" Back in class, a classmate leans over and whispers, "I've never seen Suho help anyone before. You were the first." She freezes. So it was Suho, somewhere in there. Her brother's voice cuts in her head. Maybe he's trying to get revenge. You told him a big lie. The fear grips her. Next time she sees Suho in the hallway, she hides. He follows her calmly, hands her a notebook from the teacher, and says nothing else. That evening, he calls her to the comic shop. "There's a girl just like you who studies at my school. Could she be you?" She tries to play it off. "That's my twin sister. Her name is also Lim Ju-kyung." Cornered, she drops the act. "Yes, it's me. What are you going to do? Tell everyone." She leaves with trembling defiance, but at home, the bravado collapses. She lies awake, sick with anxiety. The next morning she folds, finds him before he can find her. "Please don't tell anyone. I'll do whatever you ask." Suho's lips curve. "Fine. From now on, you do whatever I say." He wastes no time. Water, comics, errands, she goes, every time. It's infuriating, but every errand is also somehow time they spend circling each other. Seo-jun throws himself into that orbit deliberately. He sits next to Ju-kyung at lunch, watches Suho's reaction with open satisfaction. Suho's reaction is fists. The two of them fight hard enough that the teacher physically separates them. The class is already whispering, "Both boys like you. Who will you choose?" "You're all misunderstanding," Ju-kyung says, but she's not sure she's right. That evening at the comic shop, Suho sits alone, eyes far away. We begin to understand why. He used to come here as a child, lonely, sad, until a little girl appeared and tried to cheer him up. That girl was Ju-kyung. Fate has been circling them for years without either of them knowing it. She walks in, pretending she was just passing by. "You and Seo-jun should make up," she says softly. "And thank you for protecting my secret. You're my defender." Suho watches her leave. The tension between all three of them builds through small moments. Seo-jun gives Ju-kyung lemon juice. She says she only drinks strawberry. Suho quietly slips a strawberry juice onto her desk without a word. They study in groups. They go to karaoke. And one night, while Han's enemies are chasing them through the streets, Suho, who followed only to make sure she was safe, ends up surrounded. He fights them off alone. Later, Seo-jun walks Ju-kyung to her door. Suho is already there waiting. "Why did you bring her here? Why are you outside her house?" Before it becomes a fight, Ju-kyung's older sister Hee-kyung staggers home drunk and vomits directly onto Suho's shirt. In the chaos, Seo-jun looks Suho in the eye. "Do you like her?" Suho fires back, "You tell me, why are you always hovering around her?" Seo-jun's answer is easy. Almost too easy. "I can at least try." Seo-jun's backstory has its own weight. He used to be an idol trainee. He had a best friend, Jung Se-yeon, a gifted singer on the verge of his debut. He had Suho. The three of them were inseparable. Then, rumors appeared. Lies, claiming Se-yeon had bullied a student. The company dropped him overnight. The internet turned. Se-yeon fell into depression, calls went unanswered, messages left unread, and one morning he took his own life. Se-yeon had called Suho just before. Suho didn't answer. Seo-jun has blamed him ever since. "You took your friend's life, and now you live as if nothing happened." What nobody knows yet is that Suho's father's manager planted those rumors to bury a scandal. An innocent boy died to protect someone else's secret. Suho carries all of it. One night, Ju-kyung attends a live music performance. A band plays a song Se-yeon wrote before he died. The crowd whispers his story. Soo-jin explains quietly, Se-yeon was both boys' best friend, and his death is the reason they became enemies. Hearing the song, Suho's chest tightens. He begins to falter. Ju-kyung moves toward him. "What's wrong?" But he walks away. That night, she notices something. A tag on Suho's jacket, the same tag worn by the boy who saved her on the rooftop. She runs. She finds him there, on the same rooftop where she once stood at the edge, sitting alone, crying. Se-yeon ended his life by jumping from here. I didn't answer his call. She wraps her arms around him. They sit together in the dark until someone shouts about a fire, and they have to run. Suho's father shows up at school anyway, despite being begged not to. Ju-kyung's mother rushes over for an autograph. Ju-kyung dies of embarrassment, and then Suho's father announces publicly that Suho is his son. Suho storms out, furious and humiliated. Seo-jun watches from the hallway, cold. He corners Suho's father. "Do you know why Se-yeon's father lost everything? Rumors from your company. You expelled him to protect your own reputation, and Se-yeon paid for it." Suho's father doesn't deny it. Meanwhile, Ju-kyung is fighting her own battles. Grades poor. Her mother finds a makeup academy registration card and throws away every product Ju-kyung owns. "From now on, you will not wear makeup." Ju-kyung breaks. "You don't know how much I've had to endure because of this face." Suho finds her outside, crying. He takes her to the comic shop. She pours everything out. He looks at her quietly. "Your grades are better than before. I know you tried. I'm proud of you." She frowns. "Why does it feel like you're making fun of me?" On the way home, a bug lands on her leg. She scrambles onto his shoulders in a panic. "I didn't ask you to sit on me. I asked you to sit on the chair." She hops off, mortified. He catches up, tucks a hairpin into her hair, and says goodbye. The turning point comes at the school trip. Out on a boat in the dark, both of them laughing for once, until a bug lands on her face and she topples into the water. She surfaces with no makeup. Suho offers to get her bag. She refuses. When Soo-jin appears, she hides behind him. He covers for her without hesitating. "I slipped, that's why we're wet," and walks with her, saying nothing. Seo-jun's friends spot her bare face and scream. Seo-jun himself faints. On the bus back, Ju-kyung falls asleep with a fever. Seo-jun slips a flower bracelet onto her wrist. When Suho arrives and sees it, sees her head resting on Seo-jun's shoulder, the fight that follows is the most honest either of them has been. "I've liked Ju-kyung for a long time. I don't care. I'll keep confessing to her no matter what." That night around the fire, Seo-jun performs a love song. His eyes never leave her face, but Ju-kyung can only look at Suho. She slips away. Someone hands her Suho's jacket. "Go give it to him." She goes. She finds Soo-jin already sitting beside him. She breaks down alone in the dark. Seo-jun finds her. "I like Suho, but he likes Soo-jin. His heart breaks, but he wipes her tears anyway. Suho walks toward them. Why were you crying? Was it because of him? Do you like Seo-jun? She snaps. Why do you care? You like Soo-jin, don't you? Before he can answer, their classmates pour into the clearing chasing a ghost, and it's Ju-kyung they're chasing, her bare face visible in the dark. Suho finds her first, pulls her into the shadows, looks at her trembling face, and then he kisses her. I like you. She stares. You're lying. This is a joke. He takes out a necklace he's been carrying for days, clasps it around her neck. I genuinely like you. Her defenses give. I like you very much too, she whispers, and immediately turns away, cheeks burning. But as she walks back, she runs into Soo-jin, without makeup, exposed. She breaks and tells her everything. The old school, the bullying, the makeup as armor. Soo-jin pulls her close, covers her face with her own hands, guides her back to the tent. Behind that warmth, something else is already forming. If you've ever hidden something true about yourself, and then found someone who wanted you anyway, subscribe. That's what this channel's for. They're officially together, but Ju-kyung wants to keep it quiet. Suho is patient, mostly. He ducks under a restaurant table when her classmates walk in, leaves a strawberry juice on her desk without explanation. The class notices anyway. Whispers follow Ju-kyung everywhere. Outside school, Seo-jun keeps trying. He gets her a part-time job at a coffee shop, shows up to work alongside her, walks her home. One night she opens up, Soo-jin likes Suho too and she doesn't know I'm with him. If I tell her, I lose her as a friend. Seo-jun listens, then says, if you care about her that much, maybe you should break up with Suho. Sometimes friendship matters more. He means it. It costs him something to say it. The tension between the two boys stays sharp. Photos from a modeling shoot Ju-kyung did with Seo-jun leak online. The whole school thinks they're a couple. Suho pulls her to the terrace. Why didn't you tell me about those photos? I was going to... You and Seo-jun can't be friends anymore. She looks at him. Soo-jin is your friend too. I never said anything about that. She walks away. He stands there speechless. Soo-jin has been slowly unraveling. Her father beats her when her grades drop. She's hidden it for years. Suho, her childhood friend, is the only one who knows. When he finds her crying and pulls her into a hug, Ju-kyung walks in on them. She spends the day convinced Suho loves Soo-jin. Tears at a doll in her room. If he likes someone else, he should have told me. Why did he give me that hairpin? He's a complete idiot. But Soo-jin's jealousy has turned into something worse. She finds Ju-kyung's necklace, the one Suho gave her, after it falls to the ground, picks it up, and in front of Suho, throws it into a fire. Because I like you. Leave her. She doesn't deserve you. I will never leave her. He buys an identical necklace, places it in a flower pot for Ju-kyung to find. When she does, when he clasps it around her neck and she gasps, Seo-jun is watching from the shadows. He takes one step forward, stops, the weight in his chest too heavy to move. The storm breaks from the direction Ju-kyung trusted most. Soo-jin, shattered, uploads the bullying video from Ju-kyung's old school. She also sends Seo-mi, Ju-kyung's old bully, photos of her without makeup. The morning Ju-kyung walks in to find herself on posters as school beauty queen. She also finds those videos on everyone's phones. Her old face, her old humiliation, her real face. The laughter is immediate. She runs. Suho chases her. She's already on a bus and gone. She locks herself in her room, won't come out, won't answer Suho's calls. Her brother fights boys in the street who are mocking her. Her mother, called to the school, watches the bullying video for the first time and finally understands everything she never knew about her daughter's life. Suho and Seo-jun quietly take down every defaced poster in the school. Seo-jun uncovers that Soo-jin uploaded the video. He confronts her. What will Suho think when he finds out? You're only hurting yourself. She refuses to delete it. The teacher addresses the class. Nobody should have treated Ju-kyung this way. Nobody. Eventually, Ju-kyung goes to Soo-jin herself. Did you upload it? You were the only one who knew. Yes, I did. I thought you were my best friend. She walks out. At home, her mother's waiting. I haven't always behaved well with you. I haven't tried to understand you. She apologizes. And later, Ju-kyung finds a makeup academy registration card tucked inside a new makeup kit, her mother's way of saying yes. Suho finds her at the comic shop sitting alone. He takes her out, makes her laugh, looks at her and says, "You shouldn't run from people. Your real face is good just the way it is." The day she returns to school, she doesn't hide. Head up. When a group of girls sneers, "Suho would never date an ugly girl," she looks at them calmly. "I am actually dating Suho." And then Suho appears. He sees her standing there, steady, and walks straight to her and hugs her in front of everyone. The school goes silent. Soo-jin confronts her in class. "What do you think you're doing by coming back?" and loses the last of what she'd built. Suah ends their friendship on the spot. Suho speaks to Soo-jin privately. "This isn't who you are. Apologize before it's too late." She refuses. She cries alone later. Things begin to settle. The friendship between Suho and Seo-jun, broken for years over Seyeon's death, starts, quietly, to mend. The truth finally surfaces. It wasn't Suho who destroyed their friend. It was the people around them, a manager, a cover-up, a lie that cost an innocent boy his life. Suho's father resigns. Standing at Seyeon's grave, Suho hands Seo-jun a letter Seyeon wrote before he died. Seo-jun reads it and breaks down. They drive away together, bruised but no longer enemies. 2 years later, Ju-kyung is a makeup artist now. She works with a model named Julia, confident, charming, and completely fixated on meeting Seo-jun. "When are you introducing me to Han?" "He doesn't want to meet you." Julia steals her phone, reads the message herself, and spills coffee on her own shirt in indignation. Seo-jun hasn't moved on. One night, walking Ju-kyung home after she's had too much to drink, she keeps murmuring, "Just meet Julia. She's making my life impossible." He stops walking. "Don't force me. Don't you know I only have feelings for you?" She stops, looks at him. The next morning, she doesn't remember. Seo-jun is somehow still at breakfast with her family. He announces his debut, and then, leaving, "Do you remember anything about last night? I confessed to you." She calls him to meet. He confesses again, properly, offers to take her on 3 blind dates just to prove it. She goes home and thinks about Suho. The first snow of the year begins to fall. She remembers a note Suho once wrote on the wall of the comic shop. "On the first snowfall, meet me at Namsan Tower and we'll make a wish together." She runs. She arrives. A man stands there, but it isn't him. She waits. Starts to leave. Goes back for her purse. Suho is there. He came home, and this was the first place he came. "I missed you so much." "Why are you here? You broke up with me. You don't get to be here." She walks away. Then her legs give out. She's sick. He takes her to the hospital. The doctor says constipation. She sneaks out of the ward before he can see her. He doesn't give up. He shows up outside her job. She takes a taxi. He follows her to the salon. She tells him to leave. He refuses. She finishes her shift. Seo-jun is waiting outside. He takes her ice skating. They laugh. Suho, at the comic shop alone, finds something Ju-kyung had written on the wall in his absence. "Suho broke up with me over something so small." He reads it and smiles. The next day, Seo-jun calls her to his studio. "Suho is going back to America," he tells her. "Go stop him." She goes, arrives at Suho's door, already crying. "Please don't go back." "I'm not going back. He lied to you." Seo-jun goes home alone that night. He cries. It wasn't easy, but he made the choice. Suho walks her home. On the way, he tells her he's always liked her, since childhood, since the comic shop, since before either of them knew what to call it. She tells him she already knows. The story closes gently. Seo-jun debuts and focuses forward. Soo-jin comes back from abroad, finds Ju-kyung, and apologizes. Hee-kyung and teacher Han Jun-woo get married. The ring gets stuck, her head gets stuck under the table, everyone laughs. Ju-kyung's brother finally gets the girl he's been pining after all along. And Ju-kyung and Suho end up exactly where they always ended up, at the comic shop, side by side, reading together. The girl who was called a monster found that the face everyone mocked was never the problem, and the boy too cold to let anyone in had been waiting for her all along.